One of the things I'm noticing about using the Pimax Crystal a little bit more over these past few days is just how different certain things can look in terms of the resolution and stuff within this headset, while others can seem barely different from the OG Crystal. And one of the things that sparked this, actually, me trying to focus on this a little bit more, is Steve, VR Flight Sim Guy, did mention in a comment to one of my videos how the extra resolution when running the native resolution of the Pimax Crystal Super headset, it does make a difference for him in Microsoft Flight Simulator, for example. So looking at all the small dials and all the tiny numbers and things like that on these dials, it can make a difference in those circumstances. In a lot of stuff, it sort of passes me by, but I can understand what he's talking about with that, to be honest. So I'm playing Elite Dangerous, the Legacy version. This is the 3.8 version, not the 4.0 Odyssey version of the game. And I thought I'd jump into this. Well, this is my preferred way to play, to be quite honest with you. And the reason for that is because I do think it looks better in VR, and it also performs much better. And you'll notice on my first video that I released with the Pimax Crystal Super, just sort of my first impressions, I was playing the Odyssey version mainly because I thought most people would be interested in that, but that was a very rushed video anyway. In this, I'm running the native full resolution of the Pimax Crystal Super, and you know, it's over 6,000 by 6,000 per eye. I've got FPS VR running there. You can see 72 FPS, nice and solid here in space. I'll go and land in that space station in a second just so you can see how it performs there as well. But this looks incredibly good, it really does. I still want to stand by my overall comment with the OG Crystal and the Crystal Super. I do think you do get diminishing returns even when going from such a high sort of one high resolution headset to this much higher resolution headset. It's, when you look at percentages, this is like a significant percentage jump in terms of pixels that this headset is pushing over the OG Super, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not radically different. It's a big jump, and I feel I've had a few comments now where I feel people are getting, you know, a little bit, I'm getting on people's nerves by talking about this diminishing returns things. I'm not saying it's not clearer. I'm not saying that the clarity isn't better than the OG Crystal. What I'm saying really is just the radical jump in resolution from something like the Quest 2 to the original OG Crystal was such a massive thing. This is not that big a jump, and that's all I mean by those diminishing returns. And I don't mean to undermine the resolution of this headset at all. And when you're playing something like this at native resolution, you know, this is one of my dream games. This is one of my favorite games ever. I absolutely love it, to the point where I should probably request docking. Oh dear. And I think I did bump into a ship earlier when I left, so that's probably why I've got restricted access to this. But anyway, yeah, this is looking incredibly good. Look at that station there. It looks great. The vibrancy of the colours is great in this headset as well. I've seen some comments of people complaining about the colours a little bit. I don't know, like they're oversaturated. I don't really get that at all. And also Miura, I've not mentioned Miura on this headset. I can't see any Miura. This is like, people have been complaining about Miura, so I guess I got lucky a little bit on this headset as well. I can't see any Miura whatsoever. So yeah, I guess I'm being a bit more positive on the Pimax Crystal in this than I have been in some of the others. But it's it's shockingly good how good this game looks now. I just really feel like I want to play the Legacy version and not the Odyssey version of this game. That's the problem. Let's go and sort out this anonymous access. So we're still running at that nice solid 72 FPS. This is one of the most demanding areas in the game. One of these big stations, not the most I wouldn't say, but it's definitely up there. And we've got nice solid 72 FPS, 80% GPU usage. I'm running 100% resolution in this headset. You can see the VRAM on the 5080. The VRAM is going to be a problem in the future because I'm already hitting 13.4 gigabytes out of 15.5. So we got the 5080 has 16 gigs of VRAM. But yeah, just a short video this time. I wanted to acknowledge the fact that certain things in the Pimax Crystal Super do definitely look better and I just don't want to diminish that. I don't want to say that, it's no upgrade over the OG Crystal or anything. I just want to make it clear where I'm coming from, when I say those diminishing returns. So it does make a difference. But that's pretty much it for this video anyway. Thank you very much for watching this one, and I'll see you next time.